everybody, happy Sunday. This is Deb, your Silpata gal, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. It's another beautiful day here in Phoenix. I hope it is where you're at too. Hey Kathy, happy Sunday. Glad you're here. Let me switch this around. Oh, good to see you. How's your day going? Hey Julie, glad you're here. Sunday. How's it going, Kathy? How's your day been? How's the house? All settled in? Hope you're getting all settled in. Thanks for the hearts. Appreciate the hearts. Hey, Julie. Okay, all good working the backyard since it's nice out. Cheryl's working in her backyard. That's awesome, Cheryl. You can come work my backyard, too, if you want. Is that Debbie Yoho? Food prep day. Yay, food prep day. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the hearts. Hey, Jen. How are you? Debbie Yoho. I looked at your Twitter profile and it has your name. I can't figure out why your name isn't here. Let's see. ASO, I'm not sure. How are you doing today? Where are you from? What's your name? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Sure would be nice to see your name though. Hey, Melanie, thanks for joining today. Glad you're here. So we're going to talk about, Sunday's kind of a day. Okay, Cheryl's going to help. There we go. Hey, Julie, how are you today? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for inviting followers. Appreciate that. Oh, my pleasure. I always love to watch everybody else's scopes, Melanie, so it's fun to learn from other people, So Sunday's kind of a great day for reflection. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Cheryl, for inviting followers. I appreciate it. Today's kind of been my day for getting caught up a little bit because I've had events the last several days, so I haven't been home much. Thanks for inviting followers, Kathy. I appreciate that. So today has been a day of catching up and doing a little bit of reflecting on where I'm at in my journey, and I like to do that on Sundays. I think Sundays are a good day for reflection. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my why and my journey, and then I hope you all will chime in too, because as business owners, understanding what you want and where you're headed is so important. You like my background song? Thanks. Is it too loud? Because I always worry about that. I feel like it's loud, but we're all fireworks. So there you go. All right, so my name is Deb, and I am a Silpata Designs representative. I'm based out of Phoenix, Arizona. And Joetta, hi, how are you? So glad you're here. How cool is this? This is fun. It's like a little party. So we are going to talk about journeys and our whys and our visions. And we've got some gorgeous colored hearts going on. I appreciate it so much. I know you love your cousin. I love your cousin too. She's a rock star. So listen, I've been with Silpata for 6.5 years now. And I got to tell you, before I tell you my why, I have to tell you a little bit about my journey into Silpata. I'm notorious for living life the hard way. I do everything backwards, I think. I think I like the hard journey. Not that I like it, but I tend to make choices that lead to hard journeys. And so before I started with Silpata, when I was, right out of high school, I went to college and didn't do well there. Wasn't invited back. So I didn't go back and finish my college degree until after I had gotten married and I had 3 kids and I was working full time. And that was when I decided I really need to work on getting a degree. Challenge makes you stronger. Yeah, or dead. One or the other. I'm not sure which. Because it was tough. And these are choices that you make, and I guess you don't realize it until it's too late. So, yeah, when I went back to work on my bachelor's degree, I was married. I had 3 kids. My youngest was a newborn, and I was working a full-time job, and I went to school at night. And I did this for the next 5.5 years. So I finally finished my bachelor's degree, and I figured, what the heck, may as well go on and get my master's degree, and that's what I did. And then I went to work in a corporate world as an HR manager, and my life became like the notorious hamster wheel, you guys. I was, you get up, you go to work, you come home, you deal with whatever the kids need to deal with, you go to bed, you start all over. And so somewhere in those years, I lost myself. And it wasn't until 2009 that I realized that. You have those kind of epiphany moments and you're like, oh my gosh, life is flying by and I'm not living it, right? So that's where I was back in 2009. My oldest had graduated from high school, and I decided it was time to do a little bit of an assessment of what I wanted. And so I walked away from my corporate job and started with Silpata. Now, even that, I'm not going to lie, I've done the hard way too. I was not the out-of-the-gate super speedster in my Silpata journey either. Kind of more like a snail's pace, I think. But the beauty of it is I've been able to focus on what's important, right? My family first and foremost, and then me. And here's the reason I'm telling you this story. I was going back and looking at this binder I got from a workshop I went to recently. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I so appreciate you. You have no idea. This has been so much fun, and I appreciate the love. Slow and steady is good, yeah. You know, I have regrets about that too, but, you know, it is what it is. It's my life, so... But this morning I was looking through this binder from a workshop I went to, and the gal's name is Carrie Conley. She is on Facebook, look her up, and her workshop was called Vision is Victory. And one of the things that she talked about is that you need to have that very clear vision of your life. Not just what you want in your business, but your life. You know, your faith, your family, your health, your business, you know, your personal growth. So you need to have all of those visions. And she made a statement at the end of it that was very powerful to me. And basically it was that your vision has to be so clear. She is one of the speakers. You're going to love her too, Cheryl. She's fantastic. But her, well, no regrets. That's easy to say, right? But your vision has to be so clear that it's like oxygen. You have to have it to breathe. And that really struck me as I was reading this morning. It just kind of really struck me. It's like, you know, it's time to rethink that, because I'm in a new place in my business now and in my life. I'm about to be an empty nester. I'm hitting the big 5-0 this year. 5-0. Isn't that weird to say? 50. 50. I'm going to be 50. Weird. We learn from our past, but focus forward. Absolutely true, Kathy. So true. And my youngest is about to graduate from high school now. So now I am in a brand new place in my life. It's only a number, so you say. I keep saying it though, so I can get used to that. It is only a number. But, so my whole point to this, am I young? God bless you, Kathy, thank you. My whole point though is it's time for me to do a little more self-reflection. And for those of you who maybe are not in a business currently, but that are thinking about starting a business, and to those of you watching the replay that are maybe thinking that you want to go on this journey, here's my advice to you. You really need to sit down and reflect and think about what you want and why you want it. And you need to focus not just on the business piece of it, but you overall as a person. Because what I wish I had understood 6.5 years ago that I really didn't get was I needed to know me, and I didn't know me. At the time, you know, I was a mom, and I worked as an HR manager, and that was kind of all I knew about me. So, you know, as you're going into a journey of anything business related, or even just, you know, maybe as you hit the big 5-0 and you're having these, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with my life times? Sit down and think about who you are and what you want and what your vision is for your life. Because I think things would have been much easier for me on this journey had I understood how important that part of it was. Because I didn't, you know. And when you start a business, especially, it is gaining wisdom, absolutely. And I do remember when I started Silpata, I had a worksheet to fill out that was my why. But again, at the time, I didn't know who I was as a person. I kind of defined myself as a mom and as an HR person, and that was pretty much it. I was a wife, I was a mom, I was an HR person. So today, as you're reflecting on where you're at in your business, maybe it's time to sit down with that sheet of paper. It's a brand new quarter, right? We're in a brand new quarter, and it's time to sit down and reflect. Who are you today? Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself personally, with your finances, with your health, with your faith, and with your business? And that way, once you've reflected on that and put all that down, that gives you a much clearer vision so that you can start moving forward into this new quarter. So, how about we spend a little time? I'd love to hear from all of you. I appreciate the hearts, and for those of you watching on replay later, I'd love to hear from you. But tell me your guys' thoughts. I mean, when it comes to reflecting on who you are and what you want, what do you do? What are some exercises you do to help you? Love to hear from you guys. I mean, I like talking to myself as I'm looking at myself. No, I don't. No, I don't. Come on, join in. I want to know that you're here. What are your thoughts? Anybody want to share their why? Have you given some thought to your why, or is your why changing like mine is? Mine is changing because now I'm going to have 2 kids in college, so the bills will be adding up even higher than they were already. So my why is definitely changing. Anybody else have a why that's maybe recently changed? Quiet time, readjust constantly. Yeah, absolutely. Your why is always changing. I agree with that, Julie. It evolves as well. Yeah, I know yours has changed a lot too, Cheryl, recently. And you know, the cool thing about your why changing is that when you're in your own business especially, you have the ability to adapt, right? And you have the ability to change based on that new why. I mean, because maybe there's something going on. Can you say house? As in, we have a mortgage payment, must pay, brand new house. Yours has changed as well, Debbie? Yeah, similar to yours. Need to find an identity beyond mom, absolutely. Julie's been with Jamberry for 18 months, and it's changed tons even in that short period of time. Is it? Yeah, and it's going to. It's going to constantly change. You know, as our kids, the cycle of life kind of happens, and our kids get older, it changes. You know, maybe things have changed with your marital situation or whatever. I mean, our whys change constantly. So on this beautiful Sunday, that's what I've been doing. I've been reflecting on me and my why and my upcoming journey as I get ready to be an empty nester, which scares me to death. But it is what it is, right? It's my journey, it's me, and I'm learning to embrace it. And so I hope you all do the same. I hope you all spend some time. We're in a brand new quarter. What better time than now to reflect on what it is you want to achieve in these next 3 months, right? So, thank you all for being here. Can I adopt you? Yes, I can adopt you. Sometimes you realize you give more in many ways. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I can borrow your kids. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thanks, I appreciate that. It's generous of you. You want me to send them to college too, you know? You know, it's kind of a weird thing thinking that I'm going to be at home alone with my husband here, and it's kind of like we're starting over in our marriage, which is another strange time. It's good, but it's just strange. You know, you center your life around your family for so long. It's weird. So, but it's exciting. We've got some exciting things coming up this quarter in our businesses and in our personal lives. So I hope all of you, it is the next chapter. It definitely is. It is. And I'm grateful to be able to experience it, right? So thank you to all of you for being here with me today. Thank you for sharing your experiences too. And, you know, if you have some time today and haven't done it in a while, sit down and reflect on your journey and your why and what you want to achieve in this next corner or quarter or whatever. And we'll all cheer each other on. Let's do that. Let's help each other out and cheer each other on. So thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you to, oh, thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, this is day 20 of my 30-day scoping challenge. How about that? So this is kind of cool. So I appreciate all of you. I will see you tomorrow. This was day 20, so we're getting down to the end of our 30-day challenge. I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.